Hey guys, what is up? This is Kendra with Signing Agent Basics. Happy New Year. It is 2025. A great year to be alive, and it is a great year to start your signing agent business. First of all, I can't believe it's 2025. I want to know where the time has gone. Who told the time it can go this fast? I'm old enough to remember the Y2K drama when we were going from 1999 into 2000. And it is just crazy to think that it is now 2025. It seems like the time has just passed in a blink. I've been a signing agent since 2007. So that means that this is going to be my 18th year. That math is crazy. My 18th year as a notary loan signing agent. And I have been a coach and a mentor to signing agents since 2020. So this is my 5th year helping you guys become successful signing agents as well. So it's been a couple of years, I think, since I have done a how to become a signing agent video. And even though, like I said, I've been a signing agent for 18 years, there are always people who want to come in to this wonderful self-employment opportunity. And in 2007, when I became a signing agent, there really wasn't a lot of information out there. There were not a lot of content creators giving information. It was basically you just kind of having to dig around, find information, and put all the pieces together for yourself. But you guys are lucky. Y'all want to be signing agents in 2025, where you're going to get a step-by-step guide from me to let you know how to become a signing agent. So yes, today, step by step, I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to become a signing agent. But of course, before that, guys, do me a favor, whether you're watching this live or you are watching this on the replay, go ahead, hit that like button, give it a thumbs up, give it a love if there's a heart down there, whatever it is, hit that like button. Then hit the subscribe button and the notification bell here on YouTube. Guys, you know I put out content all the time, and I also go live at least once a month. So if you come onto YouTube, if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and then you hit that notification bell, you will be notified every time I drop new content and every time I go live so that you don't miss out. And as always, I want to thank you guys for joining. And I'm always curious where you guys are joining from. So again, whether you're watching this live or whether you are watching this on the replay, I need you to tell me a few things about yourself. First, let me know what city and state you are from. I know there's people all over the country who watch these live streams and these replays. So let me know what city and state you are from. Then I need you to let me know whether you are an aspiring signing agent. That means you haven't done any loan signings yet. You're just kind of checking it out, seeing what it's all about. Or if you are a new signing agent, you've been a signing agent for a year or less. Or if you are a veteran signing agent, you've been doing this signing agent thing for more than a year, you're just coming to check in on me to make sure that I'm doing what I'm supposed to do on this video. So again, down in the chat, whether you're watching live or you're watching on the replay, let me know what city and state you are in, and then let me know whether you are an aspiring signing agent, a new signing agent, or a veteran signing agent. Let's see what we got here. We've got Stephanie is in here from Fort Worth, Texas. It's snowing up there, isn't it? I think there's snow in Dallas and in Fort Worth. So you be careful wherever you are. We've got Vicky here from Missouri City. Most City is in the house. My Texas people always show up and show out. I mean, I might be biased, but I think Texas is the best. What can I say? We've got Angie here from Houston, Texas. What I told you about my Texas girls, they in the house. We've got somebody here from Villa Rica, Georgia. Oh, what's up, my Southern people? See, the South. That's just how we roll. We've got Pearl just wanted to come in and tell everybody, hey, Greg is here from Georgia. And look, these are attorney state people. I'm going to talk more about that in a little bit. But we got folks even in attorney states who are signing agents who want to be signing agents. Stephanie said that she has only been a notary for a few months and doesn't have any experience, and you want to become a signing agent. Well, this is the right live stream for you today, because I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do. We've got Sunflower here from Dallas. This is Simply's second term as a notary, new signing agent. Again, you are in the house. We've got an aspiring signing agent here from Dallas, new signing agent with one signing under their belt. Guys, again, keep on telling me what city and state you are from, and then let me know whether you are an aspiring signing agent, a new signing agent, or a veteran signing agent. I love to see where you guys are from. And then guys, do me a favor. If you are watching the live stream, I always have folks who come in a little bit late, and I understand we're busy. Everybody has things going on. And then the folks who come in a little bit late are always worried because they know that they've missed some information, and they'll ask, oh my gosh, is the replay going to be available? If you guys happen to see anybody in the live stream chat asking if the replay is going to be available, let them know, yes, the replay will be available immediately after the live stream is over. And then guys, I'm also going to have a Q&A, a question and answer time at the end of the session. So if you can, try to hold your questions until the end. That way I don't have to scroll up and look back for questions. Try to hold them until the end. Now, if I do happen to miss your question during the live stream, or for some reason I'm not able to answer all of the questions in the live stream, I always go back and I try to answer any questions that I have missed. And if you are watching this on the replay, it's still okay for you to ask questions in the comments. I always follow up on my comments. So if you ask a question down in the comments, I will go back and answer that question for you. Now, you guys are going to be hearing me talk about the description box of this video a lot. And that's because I got a lot of stuff, a lot of freebies, a lot of goodies, a lot of information for you guys down in the description box of this video. So how do you find the description box? Well, if you are looking at this on YouTube, because the description box is only on the YouTube video. So first, if you're watching this on Facebook or if you're watching this on LinkedIn, your first step is to come on over to YouTube because that's where the description box is. Then when you're watching this video, whether live or on the replay, you're going to look underneath the video. You're going to look underneath the title of the video, and you're going to see a little bit of the description box, and then you're going to see the word more. You'll need to make sure to click on the word more. That's going to open up the description box. Now, if you're like most people, and you're watching this on your cell phone or your mobile device, there's one extra little step. It's not too bad. But again, you're going to look underneath the video. You're going to look underneath the title of the video. You're going to see the word more. Click on that. Then the description box is going to open up a little bit. And then you'll need to click on the word more again. And then once you've done that, whether you're looking at this on your computer or on your mobile device, the full description box is going to open up. And then you're going to see links to all of the different information, articles, videos, free downloads, all of that stuff is going to be in the description box. But again, if you're watching this on Facebook or on LinkedIn, this description box is only on YouTube. So if you want what's in the description box, come on over to YouTube. That's where it's at. So then the first freebie that I have for you down in the description box is my free new signing agent checklist. Most of the stuff that I'm going to be going over with you guys in this video today, I have written it down for you in a checklist. So you ain't even got to write this stuff down if you don't want to. I've got a free checklist that I've already typed out for you guys with the steps that you need to become a signing agent. You can download it, you can print it, and then you can check off each of the steps as you complete it. So make sure that you go down into the description box and get your copy of that new signing agent checklist. The other thing that I have for you guys is a free AI guide for notaries. AI, Chat GPT, all of that stuff is becoming more and more a part of our world, and it is a tool that we can use to improve our businesses. And there's certain things that we as notaries and as signing agents can do to make use of AI in our business. So I've kind of given you guys a little bit of a cheat sheet, kind of giving you a little bit of a start to help you out, to give you some ideas on how to use that AI and how to use it in a way that will get you the results that you want. So make sure that you also download that free AI guide for notaries. Woo! All right. Now we can go into the meat of this step-by-step guide. Now, I'm going to start off by explaining what a notary loan signing agent is. Because I know for a lot of you guys, especially if you are aspiring signing agents, you've maybe heard about this business in passing. You've heard about the fact that you can become a self-employed notary loan signing agent, but you may not even know exactly what it is. So, a notary loan signing agent is a mobile notary public. Mobile means we drive around, we go out to the people. A mobile notary public who has additional loan or mortgage document training. They are independent contractors who are hired to get documents signed and returned to the hiring company properly. So, again, a few things I want to point out in here, guys, that make signing agents signing agents. First, they're mobile notary publics. So, or excuse me, notaries public. One of the things that some people will ask when they are thinking about becoming signing agents or they're aspiring signing agents is, well, can I just get people to come to me? Then you're not really a signing agent, because the job of a signing agent is to make this process convenient for the signer. And one of the ways that we make it convenient for them is by being mobile and going to them. It's kind of like, DoorDash. If I order some food on DoorDash, I want that food delivered to my house. If the DoorDash person said, hey, meet me at the Starbucks 2 miles away from your house, or if the DoorDash person said, hey, you can pick your food up at the restaurant, well, that defeats the whole purpose of me using DoorDash. I want the convenience of them coming to me. So a notary loan signing agent is mobile. We are going where the client wants us to go. And then we are also independent contractors. So this is not a job, okay? This isn't like, where you have a resume and you apply for a job with a company, and then the company basically handles everything once they hire you. They train you, they tell you what to do every day, they give you tasks, they give you work, they give you business. You are an independent contractor. When you become a signing agent, you are in effect starting your own business, and you are responsible for every facet of that business, including getting clients and getting work. So that is what a notary loan signing agent is. Another thing that I'll hear from people who are new to this industry is they'll be like, well, I've heard these other terms. What's the difference? Well, signing agents can be called a few different things, and you may hear several different terms. You may hear notary loan signing agent. You may hear loan signing agent. You may hear certified signing agent. You may just hear signing agent. All of those things, guys, are exactly the same. They're all exactly the same. It's just different names or different titles for a signing agent. honestly, I just call us signing agents most of the time. But again, those other adjectives can be added in the front, but it is all the same thing. The other thing that I hear a lot of people, again, especially those who are new to this industry, ask is, how much do signing agents get paid? Because that's important. If you're looking at starting a business, of course, you want to know what your income can be, what your income potential is. So, signing agents get paid per completed assignment. So, again, this is not a job. You don't get paid by the hour. You don't get paid a salary. You don't make a certain amount every month. You get paid for every assignment that you complete. And the amount that you get paid per assignment can vary a lot. I mean, you could get paid anywhere from as low as $20 or $30 to complete an assignment up to $250 or more per assignment. A few different factors go into how much you get paid per assignment. So, one of the things that goes into it is, well, what type of assignment is it? Sometimes you're doing a full loan package. Let's say somebody is buying a home or refinancing a home with a mortgage. Those packages are usually somewhere around 150 pages. There's usually somewhere around 10, maybe 15 notarizations in that package. So that's kind of the average size package. Well, sometimes you may meet somebody just to get one document signed, a deed signing. So obviously that is a much smaller package. So depending on the size of the package, that may determine how much a company is willing to pay. Another thing that can factor into how much you get paid per assignment is your experience as a signing agent. You know, a company that has worked with a signing agent and knows that that signing agent is prompt, they're on time, they're error free, they know how to describe the documents to the signer, they know that the signing is going to be smooth for the signer, they may be willing to pay that signing agent more for that better level of service. And the other thing that may factor into how much you can get paid per assignment is how well you are able to negotiate. And guys, that's a big one. I know that we're used to having jobs. We're used to companies saying, hey, this is how much I pay, take it or leave it. Well, as a signing agent, there is often room for negotiation if you are dealing directly with the title company or the mortgage company. And, you know, like anybody else, they're not going to pay any more than they have to pay. Their budget for a signing agent may be $250. But if you say you'll accept $100, well, then they're going to pay you $100. So being able to negotiate for a higher fee is another thing that is going to factor into how much money you can make. Now, signing agents can complete multiple assignments per day. Once you've kind of gotten your feet wet and you've done a few signings, you should be able to complete a signing in about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. You know, again, the better you get at this, the more efficient you get at this, the less time it is going to take you. But again, that's just one assignment. So you can do 2, 3, 4, 5 assignments per day. So obviously, the more assignments you do per day, the more money you are going to make. So at the end of the day, guys, this is your business. And how much money you make is honestly going to be totally up to you. How much are you going out there to market for business? How efficient are you being with your signings? How well are you making sure that you're not making errors? How well are you doing at negotiating your fees? But I will say this, being a signing agent can absolutely replace your regular job income. Okay. I want to say the average salary in the US is like somewhere around 40 something $1,000. You can easily make that amount as a signing agent, and you can usually do it with less work. And then one of the things people love to ask, well, can I make 6 figures? Can I make 100,000? Yes, you absolutely can. You can absolutely make 6 figures as a signing agent. An easy way to think about it is an average price that you can get paid for a signing is $100. So if you do 3 to 4 signings Monday through Friday. That will usually get you to that 6-figure mark. It's really not that hard, guys. Once you get going and you get good at this, it is something that is very easily achievable. So just know that yes, one, you can do this part-time. You don't have to do this full-time. You can make a part-time income as a signing agent. Two, if you want to do this full-time and have this be your full-time income, you can absolutely do that as well. And three, if you want to make more money than what you are making now in your regular W-2 job, again, you can absolutely achieve that as a signing agent. All right. So we're going to get into the actual steps that it takes to become a signing agent. So the first thing that you are going to want to do is determine the rules in your state for signing agents. Now, for most states, for the majority of the states, there are no particular rules to be a signing agent. Pretty much all you really need to do to become a signing agent is to be a notary public. However, there are a few states that have a couple of things that you need to be aware of. So one, in some states, they do require that you hold a title insurance producer's license. I'm not going to go into details and in depth about the title insurance producer's license, but just be aware that if you are in one of those states, that is an additional license, some additional training that you are required to get. So if you're thinking about becoming a signing agent in one of those states, before you do so, make sure that you research what the requirements are to get the title insurance producer's license in your state. The other thing that you need to be aware of is some states are what are called attorney states. So in some states, an attorney might need to be present during the transaction, or in some states, an attorney just needs to be involved in the transaction. Now, I know a lot of people here that they're in an attorney state and they're like, oh, that means I can't be a signing agent. That is not correct. Again, all that has to happen is, depending on your state, an attorney either needs to be present or an attorney needs to be involved. That doesn't mean that the attorney is going to do the notarizations. That doesn't mean that the attorney even has to be sitting right there involved in the transaction. They might be on the phone, just being there to answer any questions that the signer might have. And again, we saw several people here who are from Georgia. If I'm not mistaken, Georgia is an attorney state. There are tons of people who are successful signing agents in attorney states, guys. So again, don't let that deter you, but I do want to make you aware that if you are in an attorney state, that it may just take a little bit more effort as far as your marketing to get signing agent business. Now, to find out if you are in a state that has either of those restrictions or any restrictions, down in the description box of this video, I have a link to an article from the National Notary Association that lists all of the different signing agent restrictions in different states. So click on that link, look for your state. If it doesn't have anything, then congratulations, you don't have any restrictions. If it does have either of the restrictions that you see listed here, again, just make sure that you are aware. If you need to get that title insurance producer's license, make sure that you look it up to see if that is something that you are willing and able to do. But again, don't let those restrictions deter you. There are successful signing agents in every single one of those states, and you can be one of those signing agents too. All right. So then your next step 2 in becoming a signing agent is you have to become a notary public. Every signing agent is a notary public because part of our job is notarizing some of the documents that are in the real estate package or the mortgage loan package. Now, becoming a notary public is going to be different in every state. Some states make you take a class. Some states make you take a test. Some states make you take a class and a test. Some states, like Texas, don't make you take either. You do not have to take a class or a test in Texas to become a notary public. So some of the places where you can look to get information on how to become a notary public in your state, the first and best place to look is going to be either your Secretary of State or Department of State website. The Secretary of State or Department of State is the government entity in every state that regulates notaries public. So the information on exactly how to become a notary, what is required in your state, will be listed on your Secretary of State website or your Department of State website. A few other places that you can look to get the information as well. You can go to the National Notary Association's website. You can go to the American Association of Notaries website. You can literally just even Google how to become a notary in whatever state it is that you are in. If you Google, though, I would encourage you to make sure that whatever answer it gives you comes from a reputable source. But you're going to need to look up the information to see how to become a notary public in your state. So now I'm going to show you guys what the requirements are here in the great state of Texas, where I am a notary. So first and foremost, you got to be 18 years or older. The second thing that's required in Texas to become a notary public is you have to be a permanent resident of the United States and a resident of the state of Texas. The third thing, and I believe this third thing is a requirement in every state, is that you cannot have been convicted of a felony or a crime of moral turpitude. So unfortunately, if you have a felony on your record, that usually disqualifies you in pretty much every state from becoming a notary public. Now, the next step after that, once you are like, yep, I'm 18, I'm a permanent resident of the US, I'm a resident of the state of Texas, I haven't been convicted of a felony or a crime involving moral turpitude, then you are going to submit an application and pay the state fee of $21 here in the state of Texas. You also have to get a $10,000 bond, which costs about $50,000. And that $10,000 bond is basically insurance that protects the public in case you make a mistake as a notary public. And then once your application has been approved by the state and once you have your bond, the last step is just to execute the statement of officer. And then just like that, you are a Texas notary public. So then your third step after you become a notary public is you are going to need to purchase notary supplies. Just because you become a notary public, these supplies don't just magically pop up. Like everything else, you got to buy them. So you're going to need to purchase a notary stamp, at least one. It's good to have a couple of them, but at least one. And you're going to want to have a notary journal. Now, not every state requires a notary journal. However, I definitely recommend that even if you are in a state that does not require that you keep a journal, that you still keep a journal. Guys, your notary journal protects you. So you definitely want to keep a journal of all of your notary transactions. Now, you can purchase, to make it simple, you can purchase a package that includes everything. That includes your application fee, your bond, and your notary supplies all in one. Here in the state of Texas, that's going to run you about $100 to $200, depending on who you purchase it from and what level or what type of package you purchase from them. And again, there's different places that you can purchase it from. You can, of course, use the National Notary Association. I actually use the other company, American Association of Notaries. I've used them pretty much since 2007 to get my initial commission and to renew my commission and to buy my supplies. I find them to be just a little bit less expensive than the National Notary Association. But again, guys, those are just two options. Those are not the only places, though, that you can purchase those items. But it does make it easy, I've found, to just purchase a package versus trying to do everything individually. So then your fourth step in becoming a loan signing agent is to purchase the other supplies that you are going to need. I would highly recommend that you get what is called errors and omissions insurance. So you guys remember, to become a notary public, most states require that you get a bond. Here in the state of Texas, that is a $10,000 bond. And again, that is basically insurance that protects the public in case you make a mistake doing a notarization. However, a couple of things. First, that bond is usually only a low amount. Again, here in Texas, it's only $10,000. If you are a signing agent, you are handling real estate transactions. And so if something were to happen, that $10,000 may not be enough to cover any mistakes that you make. Your errors and omissions insurance, you can get at a higher amount. The other thing is the bond protects the public. It does not protect you. Your errors and omissions insurance is insurance that protects you. So again, while it is not legally required for you to get errors and omissions insurance, I highly recommend that you do to protect yourself. The next thing that you're going to need is a computer. Most of us have a computer. Doesn't matter if it's a laptop, doesn't matter if it's a desktop. If you need to get a new computer or need to get a computer at all, guys, you do not have to get anything fancy. The only thing you're really going to be using the computer for as a signing agent is to like check emails and to download your loan documents in PDF format. So you don't need to go out and spend tons and tons of money on a laptop. You could probably get the least expensive laptop you can find, and it will probably work just fine. The next thing you're going to need is a laser printer. Now, this is where there's always some, discord, especially with new signing agents. Most people have inkjet printers. And so a lot of new and aspiring signing agents are like, well, why do I have to buy a laser printer? I already have an inkjet printer. Why can't I just use this inkjet printer? And the main reason is because the ink from inkjet printers is susceptible to water damage. If you've ever gotten any document that you've printed with an inkjet printer wet, you've seen that ink will run and smear and just make a whole mess and make the document totally unreadable. Laser printers do not use ink. They use toner. And basically, toner is not susceptible to water damage in that same way. So mortgage companies, title companies, they require that mortgage documents and real estate documents be printed with a laser printer using toner so that the documents will not get damaged in that way. And guys, here's one of the things where, as somebody who has been doing this for many years, I go back and forth with new people who want to just refuse to get a laser printer. Please, guys, this signing agent industry, first of all, being a signing agent, again, this is having your own business. You need to run your business properly. And then each and every one of us, even though we're all independent contractors, the way we all individually handle business affects the signing agent industry. When we have signing agents out there who are basically disrespectful to the mortgage transaction by printing things out using inkjet printers, at the end of the day, it ends up hurting all of us. I know none of us like to spend more money than we have to, but I'm telling you, a laser printer is a necessary expense as a signing agent. And if you don't have funds for a laser printer right now, at the end of this video, I'm going to give you guys some hints and tips on what you can do to get the money that you need to purchase your laser printer and other supplies. But a laser printer is a necessity. And I do have a video where I talk about printers. I go more in depth about why you have to have a laser printer in that video. Check the description box. You know I got a link for that video in that description box in case you are interested. And guys, a single tray, inexpensive laser printer will only run you a couple of $100s. So again, it's not like you got to go out and spend thousands of dollars on a printer. You can be successful as a signing agent with a single tray laser printer, but that is something that you are going to have to make sure that you have in order to be a successful signing agent. The next thing you're going to want to have is a scanner. Doesn't matter if it's a mobile scanner, desktop scanner, you're going to need a scanner. And the reason for that is that some companies are going to require that you scan the package back. Now, there's a couple of reasons why they may have you scan the package back. The first reason is they may want to review it to make sure that you have not made any mistakes before you ship the package back to them. The second reason that they may have you scan the documents to them is sometimes they can fund or complete the transaction using the scan. So obviously, when we're doing this, the originals are not going to make it back to the hiring company until the next day, the next business day, if we are shipping the documents back to them. But let's say somebody is buying a house. If you send the scans and the company is able to fund or complete the loan off of the scans, that means that that person will be able to have access to the new home that they've just purchased that day. And for some of you who are new and aspiring signing agents, you may not know this, but a lot of people are expecting to move into their new home the day that they sign the paperwork. I cannot tell you guys how many signings I've done, and the person has literally had their U-Haul truck with all of their stuff sitting outside waiting for us to be done signing so that they can move into their new home. If you do not send the scans, and that is what the person was waiting for in order to move into their new home, they're not going to be able to move into their new home until the next business day. So again, guys, this is one of these areas where we have to be respectful of our clients and we have to be respectful of the business. So for example, if you do a signing on Friday and you're supposed to send scan backs and you don't send those scan backs and you drop that package off, that means that that person will not be able to get into their new home until Monday at the earliest. And they may not have been expecting to have to wait through the weekend. So again, they may have just rented that U-Haul for the day. They might have to take that U-Haul back. Now they're not able to do that because they don't have a house to put all their stuff in. So now they got to pay extra fees for having to keep the U-Haul these extra days. They may not have a place to live. They may have moved out of their apartment or their prior home expecting to move into their new home today. Now they're not able to do that. They got to find a hotel or friends or family or somewhere to stay. So guys, a scanner is another crucial piece of equipment that you will need to have as a signing agent. I've got videos about scanners. If there's not already a link in the description box to my scanner video, I will put it down in there to tell you more about scanners. But that is a piece of equipment that you will absolutely need to have. You're going to also need to have letter and legal size paper. So regular size paper and the long paper. You're going to need to have blue and black ink pens and other office supplies. You're going to also need to have accounting software. Again, guys, this is your business. We're used to working for companies that have accounting divisions. Guess what? You're now the accounting division. So you need to have accounting software to keep track of your business income. And one that I highly recommend for notaries, new and aspiring signing agents is Notary Gadget. They have a totally free trial where you can check them out. And then their monthly fee is very reasonable, especially if you're doing loan signings. It's basically nothing out of the money that you will make as a signing agent. I've got a link to the Notary Gadget website down in the description box so that you can check it out. Guys, you are also going to need to have reliable transportation. So for most of us, in most cities in the United States, that's going to mean that you're going to need to have access to a car, motorcycle, some vehicle that you are going to be able to use to get to your signing appointments. Now, if you happen to live in a city that has very reliable, readily available public transportation, like if you live in New York City and a lot of people take public transportation there, then of course, yes, you can absolutely use public transportation. But here, like in San Antonio, yeah, we got buses, but it ain't that reliable. And I wouldn't want to try to take a bus across town to do a loan signing. So I need to have a car, reliable transportation. So depending on the city that you live in will determine the type of reliable transportation that you need. But you need to have reliable transportation because again, the point of us being loan signing agents is that we are mobile notaries. We have to be able to meet our clients where they want us to meet them. All right. So then the next step, the fifth step is to become a signing agent. Now here's the deal. By law, there is no legal formal training that is required. There is no law that says that you have to take a particular test. There is no law that says that you have to go through a particular training to become a signing agent. However, many companies will want you to take and pass the National Notary Association Signing Agent Certification Exam and background screening. Now, the NNA does offer a few different levels to purchase that certification exam, and that background screening. All you need is the least expensive one, which is the NSA background screening only. If you are going, or let me say this, if you are going to get additional training as a signing agent, which I highly recommend, especially if you don't have any mortgage or real estate experience or background, you need to get some additional training. If you're going to get additional training, then all you need to get from the NNA is the NSA background screening only package. Here in Texas, I think it's about $100. The price changes every year or so. It's like $100, $110 here in Texas. The price is going to vary depending on which state you are in. And speaking of signing agent training, guys, you know, I have my signing agent advanced training program. So what some of you may or may not know, even though I became a signing agent in 2007, I was actually in the mortgage industry from 1999 up until 2007 before I became a signing agent. I have 8 years of experience as a mortgage loan officer, a mortgage loan processor, and a processing manager. Because I know a lot of people are like, well, where did you get your training? Well, I got trained in actual mortgages, working for a mortgage company. And then, like I said, I've been a signing agent now for 18 years. So we're talking 8 years of mortgage training and then 18 years of actual experience as a signing agent. And I give you guys the information that you need to know to be successful as a signing agent in my signing agent advanced training program. There's a couple of different levels. You can go to my website to check it out. You're going to get a minimum of 10 hours of video training. You'll get more than that depending on the levels that you choose to purchase. In it, I teach you everything that you need to know, including how to complete notary certificates, how to get mortgage loan documents signed properly, how to describe these documents to signers. I give you sample documents. There's mock closing videos so you can see what I actually do and say when I'm in a loan signing. I also teach you how to market for business because, again, guys, this is a business. Just because you become a signing agent, work is not going to fall in your lap. You have to go out and get that business. And for people who have never been signing agents and for people who have maybe never had to market for business before, that can be very intimidating. But I teach you exactly what you need to know to market for business as a signing agent. And then I'm a mentor that you can actually reach out to for assistance. So if you want to check out my signing agent advanced training program, click the link down in the description box. And if you take my signing agent advanced training program, I'm going to show you super easily how to pass the NNA signing agent certification exam. And again, all you will need from the NNA is that least expensive background screening only package, which includes the signing agent certification exam and the background screening. All right. So then once you've done that, the next thing that you need to do, the next step is you need to set up your business because, again, guys, this is a business. It's not a job. This is a business. So the first thing that I highly suggest you guys do is talk to a tax professional to decide if you should set up a sole proprietorship or if you should set up an LLC. Stop asking them people in Facebook groups what you should do because there is no one right answer. What is right for you depends on your financial situation. It depends on your financial goals. It depends on your income and your income goals. Neither one of those is automatically right. You need a tax professional to help you figure out what is right for you. And I always have people ask me, well, Kendra, what did you do? Well, when I started off, I set up a sole proprietorship. And for people who are, for whatever reason, unwilling or unable to talk to a tax professional, that is what I suggest you do. If you don't talk to a tax professional, is to set up a sole proprietorship. It's quicker, it's easier to set up. You can also get an LLC. I'm not going to go in depth about that. You know, I got a video though down in the description box where I talk about it, but LLCs are more expensive and they have more requirements, things that you need to do on a periodic basis to keep your LLC valid. And a lot of times that work isn't necessary for a lot of people. So you want to make sure that you're setting up your business entity in the way that is right for you. And the only way to do that is to talk to a tax professional. So once you decide whether you're going to do a sole proprietorship or an LLC, you're going to get what's called an EIN. That's an employer identification number. That is a free number that you can get from the IRS. It's like your business's social security number, because you don't want to be using your social security number out here in these streets. You're going to use your EIN, your employer ID number. And then once you've got your EIN, you can open up a business bank account. And guys, you're going to want to make sure that you keep your business money and your personal money separate. Again, this is where talking to your tax professional is going to be very, very important. And I'm gonna let you know, guys, I learned this from the School of Hard Knocks. I learned this from doing it wrong for many, many years. And I promise you, the last entity that you want to piss off is the IRS. Full transparency, guys. Bottom line, when I first started off as a signing agent, I was just kind of scared about the whole tax thing. So I ignored it for like the first 4 or 5 years that I was a signing agent. And then when I finally got with a tax professional, I had 4 and 5 years of back taxes that I had to pay. I had about 4 or 5 years of mistakes that I had to fix up. And I don't want you guys to have to do the same thing. So please talk to a tax professional and just do it right from the beginning. I've got a link to that video about taxes down in the description box. And then my actual tax professional, Cheryl Levels, she offers a free 15-minute consultation. So go into my description box. You can get her information, set up a consultation if you're ready for that step. But guys, please talk to a tax professional to set your business up properly. So then, once you've got that ready, you can start getting signing agent business. And there are a few quick, easy ways that you can get your information out there to start getting business. You can list your information on what are called notary databases. So think of these as kind of like monster.com, someplace where you can put your signing agent resume up, and people who are looking for a signing agent go to that database. And if you are in the area that they need, and if they look at your resume and they like you, then they will contact you to send you business. Some examples of notary databases is Notary Cafe or Notary Rotary or American Notary USA. You can also go through signing services. So examples of signing services are SnapDocs. Now, SnapDocs actually is not a signing service. That's why I was kind of hesitating. SnapDocs is a platform that signing services use to find signing agents. Signing services are kind of like middlemen between you and the companies who need a signing agent. So there may be a title company who needs a signing agent to complete an assignment. They contact the signing service and say, hey, we need a signing agent this day, this time, this location. And then the signing agent does the work of locating the signing agent for that transaction. Signing services can be great. I don't have anything against signing services. However, since they are middlemen, you are not making as much money as you could, because basically the money that would get paid to you is now being split between you and the signing service. There's nothing wrong with that. Signing services are not bad. They need to be paid for what they're doing. They're sending you business and they are finding signing agents for the title companies. But the reality is you're not making as much money as you could when you use a signing service. The best way to make the most money is through what is called direct business. That is when you go directly to title companies, mortgage companies, builders, real estate agents, and you are their direct person to do loan signings. And how to get direct business is something that I teach in my signing agent advanced training program. And guys, look, I know some people are like, well, how long do I have to be a signing agent before I can get direct business? How many signings do I have? You can get direct business from day one. There's no requirement to do X amount of signings or X amount of notarizations. The only thing that stops you from getting direct business is you. And a lot of people are just too nervous to go out and try it on their own, but there's no need to be. And again, I teach my students in my Signing Agent Advanced Training Program exactly what to do and what to say to have the best possibility of getting direct business. So again, check out my Signing Agent Advanced Training Program. So now, guys, you can get started in as little as 30 to 90 days. The things that are going to take time, or the things that are going to calculate it into how long it'll take you to get started, is how long does it take you to get your notary commission and supplies? So again, here in Texas, we don't have to take a test. We don't have to take a class. So you can get your commission in Texas and your notary supplies in less than 30 days. Okay. Now, it may be a little bit longer in some states. In some states, you might have to take a class. You might have to sign up for that class and that kind of stuff. So it may take longer than 30 days in some states, but it can be as short as 30 days if you are in a state like Texas. The next thing is going to be, how long does it take you to go through your signing agent training? And you're going to want to multitask on this, guys. If you know you want to be a signing agent, then when you apply for your notary commission, start taking your signing agent training right then. If it's going to take 30, 60, or 90 days for you to get your commission, do your signing agent training while you are waiting on your commission to be approved and waiting to get your notary supplies. So that way, once you've got your commission and you got your supplies, you've already got your training and you can hit the ground rolling. And then probably the biggest thing is, how long is it going to take you to get over your fear of getting started? That is really the biggest thing I hear from people, is they just have this fear of getting started. I'm going to tell you what, you just got to get out there and do it. Okay. The fear is never magically going to go away. You just got to get out there and do it, because I promise you, each and every one of you has what it takes to be a successful signing agent. And again, getting good training, seeing mock closing videos so that you know what's going to happen at a signing, finding out what to say, how to describe each of the documents, all of those things is going to make you a lot less fearful so that you can get started faster. So then one of the things that I hear from a lot of people is, what if I ain't got enough money to get started as a signing agent? Because here's the reality. It's going to cost you about $1,000 to get all of the things that you need to get started as a signing agent, to get your notary commission, to get your notary supplies, to take your signing agent training, to pay for the signing agent certification exam and background screening, to get a laser printer, to get a scanner, to get a computer if you don't have one. You're going to pay around $1,000, maybe more, maybe less, to get going. And I know for a lot of people, you may not have that much money. But guys, here is the deal. You can do general notary work. Get your notary commission. Again, here in the state of Texas, to get your commission and your supplies can cost you as little as $100. And once you are a notary public, you can do what is called general notary work. General notary work is just traveling to people to notarize documents that are not necessarily related to real estate transaction. We've all had things that have had to be notarized. And yes, people can go to their bank. Yes, people can go to a UPS store, but guess what? We all love convenience. Everybody would much rather have the notary come to them than them having to go and find a notary. They'd much rather have somebody come after hours than have to go during their business hours, take time off from work to go get documents notarized. And then when you are meeting people, you can charge a travel fee. So here's the thing. When I do general notary work, it could just be one document and one signature. My minimum fee is $50. And it takes maybe 5 or 10 minutes to notarize one document for someone. So you could make $50 quick and easy, even if it takes you 20 minutes to drive to them, 5 minutes to do the signing of the notarization of the one document, and then 20 or 30 minutes. That's still $50 an hour. How many folks out there are making $50 an hour? Not a whole lot of people. So I highly recommend that if you don't have the finances to buy everything that you need to get started as a signing agent, that you do general notary work first. Get your notary commission and your supplies, set up your business structure and your business bank account. You can use free or very low cost marketing and start doing general notary work. And some of the benefits of doing general notary work first is, again, you can get paid $50 or more per assignment. And a lot of new notaries actually find general notary work a lot less stressful than signing agent work. You don't have to know anything about the document that you're notarizing. You are just going to be there to verify the person's identity, verify their willingness to sign, watch them sign the document, and you notarize it. You don't have to know anything else about the document. You will also get experience running a business. Again, I know most of us do not have experience running a business. So by doing general notary work, you kind of get to get your feet wet in being a business owner and running your business. You'll get experience marketing for your business. You'll get experience notarizing documents. So that'll be one area where you are less nervous about when you become a signing agent. And again, you can save the money and use the money that you get as a notary doing general notary work to become a signing agent. Or, you know what? You might decide, I'm okay just doing general notary work. There is nothing wrong with that. But if you don't have the finances for everything that you need to become a signing agent, this is what I would recommend to you. Use your notary public commission to do general notary work. And then another thing that I absolutely recommend is to be a smart shopper and save money on your supplies and the other things that you need. So compare prices and buy wisely. Again, the National Notary Association and the American Association of Notaries both have packages to become a notary public and for your notary supplies. Look and see which one has the better price. Why pay $200 when you can get it for $100? Okay. Don't purchase excessive training. I've seen people who have taken my training, somebody else's training, You don't need to do all that. Find one good source to get your training from. Purchase that and then study it and do what they are telling you to do. Obviously, guys, I know that my Signing Agent Advanced training program is going to get you set up and ready to be a good signing agent. But find the trainer, find the coach that works for you. Do their training and then start doing signings. Don't purchase multiple training programs. You can also save money by purchasing a used printer and scanner. The printer that I use now, I've had for years. It's so old, it's yellow, but I bought it off of eBay used, and I saved probably $200 doing that. So you're going to want to check places like Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp or eBay to look for used equipment. That is going to save you money. And then the last thing I want to tell you guys, do not pay for business. Unfortunately, there's a lot of companies out there that like to try to scam new and aspiring signing agents. And they'll say, hey, pay me $50 and I will send you business. I promise you, any company that tells you that, guys, is a scam. You are not going to get any business. You're just going to be out $50. Again, this is a business. You have to put in the work to go out and get those clients, whether that is putting yourself on databases, whether that is signing up with signing services, or whether that is marketing for direct business. There is no magic wand, pay $50 and get business. So do not fall for that. And again, guys, make sure that you download my free new signing agent checklist. It is in the description box of the YouTube video. And I know I saw somebody asking where the description box is. So I'm going to show you guys again how to find the description box. If you are watching this on your laptop computer or your desktop computer, look underneath the video, look underneath the title of the video. You're going to see a little bit of the description box, and then you're going to see the word more. Click on the word more to open up the description box. If you are watching this on your mobile device, like your cell phone, again, you're going to look underneath the video, look underneath the title of the video. You're going to see the word more. Click on it. It's going to open the description box up a little bit. Click on the word more again, and then you are going to see the full description box, and you're going to see links to the different downloads. You're going to see links to the different videos. All of these goodies that I have for you guys are in the description box. And again, that is the description box of the YouTube video. So if you're watching on Facebook or LinkedIn, come on over to YouTube to find the description box. All right, guys. That was the step-by-step guide. I done told you everything you need to know to get started as a signing agent. So now we are going to go to the question and answer part of this thing. I'm going to scroll up, see if I had any questions up in here. And while I'm doing that, if you are watching live, now is the time to put your questions in the chat. Let's see what we've got here. This isn't a question. Kendra said that she did an S Corp, which has worked for her for years as a signing agent. Yes. So again, guys, talk to a tax professional. Yes, I currently have an LLC and I currently file as an S Corp, but you may not need to do that. You need to talk to a tax professional because just the way that you structure your business is going to highly affect how you file your taxes and what tax deductions you qualify for. I love you, but I promise you, you do not know tax code well enough to do this on your own. You need to get a tax professional. Talk to them and they will let you know what the best way is to structure your business from the beginning to get the best tax benefits. And they will also be with you as your business grows. Because again, I started off as a sole proprietorship. After a certain amount of time, that's when my tax professional said, hey, it would be more advantageous for you to switch over and do this. And so that's why I switched. But please talk to a tax professional. And again, you can get a free consultation from my tax professional. Her information is down in the description box. Let's see. Renee said she's got the fear of getting out there for direct business, still nervous about it. Guys, here's the thing about that fear. It's not going to magically go away. The only way you're going to get over it is to get out and do it. And the first couple of times that you go out and talk to people, you're going to fumble a little bit. It's going to be uncomfortable. But the only way you're going to get better at it is through doing it. And again, for my students in my Signing Agent Advanced Training Program, I walk you through what to say. I walk you through how to build up a rapport with people in the mortgage and real estate industry. Again, before I was a signing agent, I was in the mortgage industry. So I know how I liked people to approach me. And then as a signing agent, I have approached, I don't even know how many title companies and builders and that kind of stuff at this time, but I've approached many, many different people. And I'm telling you from my experience what the best approach is to give you the best chance of getting business. But here's the deal, guys. You're only going to get over it if you go out and do it. And then let's see, what did Kendra say? Yep, she did general notary work until she had money for everything. I'm telling you guys, get your notary commission. General notary work is a big money maker. Signing agent work is my favorite. I really prefer it over general notary work, but I do it. I don't sneeze at it because money is money. And like I said, most people don't make $50 an hour. So, there's nothing wrong with general notary work. It is a great way for you to get used to having a business and running a business until you can segue over to doing signing agent stuff. Let's see. Sharon also has a fear of not getting enough clients. And if also doing a signing, safety of going in home, startup. Girl, yeah. So here's the deal. There's always something to be afraid of. There's always doing something new. It's always going to be fearful. But like I told Renee, the only way you're going to get over it is to do it. Now, as far as safety is going into homes, guys, again, I've been a signing agent for 18 years. People have told me I look tall on video, but I'm only 5 feet tall. I'm a little bitty woman. Okay. I'm a little tiny person. I can honestly say, guys, that I have not been fearful of going into signers' homes. You do not have to accept any assignments, right? So if you get an assignment and it's at a time of day or a time of night that you are uncomfortable with, or if it is in a location that you are uncomfortable with, you can turn it down. I have turned down signings because they were in parts of town that I did not want to be at a particular time. You do not have to accept it. But I promise you, there's nothing to be afraid of. These people are actually excited to see you. They're happy to see you. They want to do this transaction. But again, this is one of these fears that you're just going to have to get over. And maybe, other people can tell their stories. the very first couple of signings that I did, where I did have that nerves of going in, everybody, the customers were so super nice. Like by the end of it, they were trying to adopt me and have me stay for dinner and all this kind of stuff. So it's one of these things that feels fearful because you haven't done it, but it's really nothing scary. And then startup money, I'm telling you, do that general notary work. That is what is going to help you get the money to become a signing agent. Let's see. T. McDougall says, have your notary commission, but you didn't know where to start. Well, you know now. You got all the steps. Start doing some general notary work. All right. Let's see. What else do we have here? Best site for setting up your domain and email. There is no best site. So guys, you know, people often ask, what's the best this and what's the best that? There's no such thing as the best. Okay. You need to find what works for you. And this is where becoming a business owner, again, where the rubber meets the road. Part of being a business owner is doing your research to find out what is going to work for you and for your budget. What my budget may allow for, you know, certain things may not be what your budget allows. So you need to find what is the best for your budget. There are always free options. There are always low cost options. And I personally tell people to start off with a free or low cost option first. You can always change later. You can always upgrade later. But when your business is new and you don't have a lot of money, you don't want to stress yourself out by paying for very expensive things. You can use Gmail for your email, you know, and you can use a free Gmail. Make sure it's a professional sounding Gmail, but you can use Gmail. Gmail is very common. There's really not a big stigma over using Gmail. I still use Gmail. You guys email me. It's going to be at signingagentbasics at gmail.com. So you have to do your research as a business owner to figure out what is the best domain and email providers for you. Let's see. Katina said she got her feet wet doing partial claims. Yes. So here's the thing, guys. There are a lot of different things that you can do as a notary public. Okay. I'm not going to list all of them, not in this video, because that's not what this video is about. But there are a lot of different options out there that you can do as a notary public. And you can use that, again, to either get the money that you need to save up for the supplies, or you can decide, I don't have a problem with that. I'm just going to continue to do this for however long that you want. Because again, at the end of the day, guys, what we all want to do is to become our own boss and to make the income that we want to make. And then Vicky says, as a mobile notary, she charges $50 to go out, and then she charges $6 for every stamp. So yes, and I kind of saw another little conversation going on. In most states, your state may have a maximum amount that you can charge for a stamp or for a notarization. But then what you want to do, and again, this is why we want to be mobile. This is why we want to go to the client, is in most states, you can also charge a fee for going out to meet the client. Double check your state notary law. There may be different types of fees that you can charge. You may be able to charge a convenience fee. Double check your state notary law, guys, okay? Because your law may specifically say what you can or cannot charge and how much you can charge. But in many states, you are able to charge a fee to travel out to meet with the signer, and then you're able to charge a fee for each notarization. And like I said, I don't know too many people who make $50 an hour. And usually when I do general notary work, it takes me less than an hour to, from, and to do the notarization. So awesome. All righty, guys. I think that is all of the questions that I see in here. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. If you do think of any other questions, or if you are watching this on the replay and you have a question, please put it down in the comments. And again, check out the description box. All of the goodies are in there. My free signing agent checklist, videos about printers and taxes, the information for my tax professional so that she can do a 15-minute consultation with you. All of that stuff is in the description box. Hopefully this video helped you guys out, and I will be back next month for another live stream on another subject. Happy New Year's, guys. Happy 2025. Happy times building your signing agent business. And I want each and every one of you to have a productive and profitable day. Bye, guys.